everybody, I hope you're keeping well. Just checking everything's coming through okay. OBS did crash, so hopefully that's not actually going to happen during the live, but Paul, very good evening, and Richard, I hope you're well, not too cold. So it is quite cold in here. It's currently 14 degrees in the shed. I have been in here most of the day just tidying and filming for RGJ, although I haven't done a sneak peek. I didn't think about that. But yeah, luckily we didn't actually have snow. It went as far as Route Hill. And oh, did it come closer?
Come back a little.
Oh jeez. So there we go, that's where it went to. But it cleared this morning, that bit, didn't it?
That bit has, after that hill, it's still white.
Yeah, I see in that, so should be interesting tomorrow on shift. Lintry Linden, hello, lovely to see you here. So this is a bit different from RGJ, it's a bit more relaxed. As Gavin kind of christened it, the bar with RGJ, and well, no, it wasn't. It was Mav with the bar, and Gav created the tea room, although he's not in tonight. He's had a very busy day, so he's already sent his apologies, but he did get the tea ready for you before I opened. So and Moneybrook Junction, Mark and Lisa, hi guys, hope you're keeping okay. So you'll see since last week I have actually had quite a success in getting quite a bit done this week, so hopefully I do have the footage there to get it uploaded, which is unusual for me, but I've got to really try and keep at it, otherwise you're going to have weeks of nothing. But we have got a bit more. I finally got those rails sorted, and by God were they a pain. Yeah. So as Rob has just said, a bit of housekeeping for like Lyndon. So we
Not
don't...
Lyndon, don't pick on Lyndon.
No, but because he's not been in to this one, has he? Unless he's been a lurker. So we don't do the innuendos really here because there is professional artists that do also tune in. So it is just keeping it much more relaxed. It's just a chill out. A lot of them, Brian comes in and says it's just a whole chill. I get some music playing with it, and it's actually just me drawing, having a chat about things. That's absolutely fine. It's just not as, it's PG-13 this live, isn't it?
I deserve it. It was a U rating,
but just a little bit of housekeeping there as well. I did lurk once. Ah, fair enough, buddy. I just didn't know if you had or no. I know we've got a few mods in anyway. Well, we've actually just got Paul in, but obviously if you remove a comment, it's like usual, you know, it's just to kind of give you a point in the direction, like with RGJ. Not that any of you guys that watch this need it, but Richard says hello as well, and Lyndon said hello to you as well. So yeah, it's a little bit different from RGJ. Put the music on before I get my reference would be a good idea, wouldn't it? And I've actually found I can play an album that I used to, because it does not give me a copyright, because the music is allowed on YouTube, so a bit better of a playlist than the one I had to create, if I can find it. It's not Sleep Sounds, it's that one, isn't it? Looks fantastic. Thank you, Richard. So yeah, I have had a lot more time this week to draw than usual. So, and for Ryan, not sure how I pronounce that. Good evening to you as well. That's impressive, thank you. Feet up with a drink and watch Grace drawing with relaxing music in the background. Exactly, Paul, that's what this is about. But I don't know how long I'm going to be out here, guys, because it's the coldest I've been out here. And obviously drawing is using the fingers, and that's the first to go. Doesn't help that it's towards the mic, I think. Is that any better? I think the problem is the mic picks up the music more than anything. Rob's just doing a sound test for me. No.
Just turn it down a touch. It's just speaking quietly as well.
I do remember you, yes, buddy. I hope you're keeping well. So thank you for tuning back in as well. But yeah, I did say that I would hope this would be a bit quicker on the background, but it really isn't. Yeah. So we do have a Morgan here as well. Basically wrapped up as snug as a bug in a rug, would you believe it? So Morgan is also, he's there under that, if you can kind of see him. He's kind of there, but he is also here with us chilling out. To be fair, he's always been pretty good on live streams, especially the drawing ones. So he's coming in here, but we've wrapped him up a bit. Like I said, it's only 14 degrees in here, so it is a bit chillier. And there's a size. So as you can see, I'm running my pencils down quite a bit as well now. But I do have another set, so it's not too bad. But yes, the next kind of trial with the front foreground is this is grass, but the texture, there's a texture to it because it's painted. So that's part of my next kind of task, is how to try and do it without changing it, but also getting in what I need. So I have been following my line because this is darker, so that's what I've been kind of focusing on the last bit that I was doing. Because this is a bit of a pain again. It's, I think things have, we've said before about maybe shortcuts made, which obviously makes it a little bit more difficult for me, but then I'm just creating this just to get my baseline so I can start putting in further. Richard, he's flat out, Rich. He really is. Wrap a blanket. It's a bit like Time actually. When she was a pup, she used to do the same. Get a blanket on her and then she was out for the count. This is obviously very rough, but this just gives me my base for creating more depth to this. Pets are not daft, yeah, exactly. Alan, very good evening, sweetheart. In the chat, I like the progress you've made. The rails and chairs look great. Thank you, darling. I'm a lot happier now that I've got those lines sorted. It was my challenge this week for sure, was getting that done. Like I said, I'm just creating this underneath just to give me my lines with colour variations. Gracefully. Go up a small touch. It could just be the song, so I don't know. Sweetheart. Yes, yes, it's all graphite pencil, Lyndon. I've not used a mixed medium with this one. I don't actually use mixed medium on any of mine at the moment, but it is something I have debated. I've done these lines too hard because you can see them. I've tried painting and drawing some modes. So painting I wouldn't be able to give you any tips on, but the drawing I am a trace artist and there's no shame in it. Different people, maybe as I get more skilled I can draw it from scratch. But tracing definitely helped me, and then I have a few bits like this mono eraser I think is fantastic for getting those really white bits and giving you that like illusion of a metal and things. I did that first with my horse portrait actually. But also your reference photo, if you're going to do it in graphite, make sure you do black and white your reference photo. You can do that on any photo editor, and that gives you a rough idea for how light or dark you need to go with your gradients. Colour pencil, black is not just black. You've got blues in there, you've got a few different colours. Grace, have you looked into, so yeah, we have looked into it, Alan darling. Part of our issue is work actually has one, I didn't realise, and the heat that comes off of it is not actually a lot considering the size of this place. I think we'd have to get a couple, unfortunately. Don't get me wrong, it's not as cold as last year. You know, considering we've been 2 degrees today, I think I came in and it was about 9. So it's definitely keeping the heat a lot better than last year. And we've still got a few things to do. It's just... And Brian, did I say good evening to you, darling? Yeah, Lyndon, you will see a lot of familiar names, darling. They are the people that have supported me the most. I was streaming on TikTok as well, but it's not really proving to be that good compared to the last time. Maybe I'm streaming too late, or people's preferences have changed on there. So I've not actually really done much with the TikTok. I kind of thought tonight I'm not sure I wanted to bother with it. My steam started going off my tea, so I better drink it before he goes too cold. Next week as well, if I go live, it'll be Monday. Because Wednesday we're out on a very early start. Probably leaving the station. Oh God, what time did we work it out as? I can't even remember. Leaving the station at, what was it, 4:30, 4 o'clock, something around there. So I will definitely not be going live on the Tuesday next week, so it'll probably be a Monday stream. Although what I do need to do is take it off top chat would probably help. There we go, so at least then I don't miss anything. So here we've got the link between the two, but the lines aren't fully straight. I think I just did that just to get it in initially. Straight doing this now. Rob's piano playing's very good, yeah, exactly. New talent you guys didn't know about. one. Yeah, on my old keyboard you used to get the demos, didn't you? So I got about those. going 2 degrees on painting. You know, I loved your trees, Alan. They were absolutely gorgeous. I think this is where it gets interesting, because this is actually all the ballast. Yeah, I bet they look good as well. Alan is an amazing artist himself. And if you didn't see it, Alan did actually do a little video about his drawing a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, ballast drawing. Do I need my tweezers though? That's a question. But I have never drawn ballast before, so this should be extremely interesting how this is going to turn out. Oh, dark I've had you underneath is for grass. What about the sleeper ends? What's that bit, Alan? You know about those bits? Because that's what I thought they were, is like the ends of a sleeper. Like I said, like always, like the trains, I'm doing this on a wing and a prayer. And a challenge. I'm just making sure these two values are different now. Oh, pardon me. No chairs or wooden sleepers on the track is laid on. Ah! See, I've not got it in this picture, and I'm not sure how I would draw that. That, as I said, that is the flaw to doing this off a painting rather than drawing, and you can obviously see where things have been not thought about. but maybe that's someone who isn't into the trains as such, and that is where my difficulty lies. But it's definitely something going forward that if I ever do something like this again, I think it will be a completely different thought process. Where this one, I was just so worried, I suppose, in it being my first and being a commission, no less, not even just like a challenge of, oh, why don't you do this? The ballast could be covering them. Yeah, let's just say that the ballast is covering them. That might be the really bad ballast that didn't use their tweezers. That's what it is, guys. Really bad ballast that didn't use the tweezers. They need to learn a thing or two from me. But yeah, I don't think extra's going to be in for this one. Oh yeah, sorry, Bryce sent the photo. Yeah, I see what you mean, buddy. That's not something that I think... I don't know if it's the angle they've done this off, or I kind of at this point don't want to ruin what I've done on here so far, so please forgive me. But I don't think on this one I am gonna worry too much about it, if that makes sense, guys. Definitely on the next one, this is all points that I will be obviously thinking for the next one. And like, you know, oh, I've got to think of this, I've got to think of that. Like I said, I think the nerves had me too much, to be honest, when I first started this. Looks great. Maybe you can get away with having sleepers. Carry on, Grace. Yeah, I'm hoping on this one now. It's just call it a learning curve, I think. Definitely is what this is. And like I said, I think at the end when I finally completed it, I am going to do like a little, here's what I've learned in it, because I think it's important, you know, because if anybody's seen this and think, oh, I'd love to try something like that, I would rather say to them that, you know, and maybe, it sounds silly, but maybe if I wasn't doing it with a load of modelers in mind, things like this wouldn't be picked up. But obviously I'm glad it is, because like I said, for me it is a learning curve. And it's definitely I'll think of for next time. Without, I should have said. Yeah, I probably read that wrong. Let's hope he's not waving this. Who? Yeah, I definitely think, like I said, on the next one, then maybe it's something I'll look into a bit more. But I'm not gonna hate myself over a little bit of a mistake. And I know you guys aren't having a go, like, I'm just talking freely. I'm amazed at myself what I've managed to do in this one, let alone, you know, I never thought I'd be doing something like this. And I'm not quite sure how my ballast is turning out. Not quite convinced yet. Oh no, to be fair, Richard, Stephen has been so. I kind of think now that he actually did this to try and test me, because it's not something that I think I would have ever done. And it's like with the foot plate here, between the two wheels, and that one should have actually been further back. I showed him and I told him and I said, look, I can try and sort this out. And he was like, no, just leave it as it is. Because I was also half tempted to get rid of that bit of the body and just shadow it. And he said, nope, leave it as it is. So on this one, I don't want to be too hard on myself. But, you know, I see other artists and things they produce, and you actually look at even the difference of a few years. And there is quite big differences, and I think maybe this is the similar kind of thing. You know, I've never done something like this before, so maybe, you know, if I do any more or things like that, I can look back at it and go, well, this was my first attempt, and look where I am now. And I do think this is going to be one of those. No, you know what, Richard, I am, and I know I've questioned myself in times like that, but I look at, you know, going from pets to something like this, it is a big difference, it is something new, and I think I've been too hard on myself at times, you know, and I've done, it's like the wheels for ages, I was like, no, I'm not happy with it, I've done awful. You know, it was people like Rob that were like, no, it's good, and now it's my favourite bit. And I think sometimes I set like too unrealistic kind of myself on what I should be doing and what I should be producing. You must have picked up a lot of ideas and experience. I'm watching your skill tonight. Yeah, it's definitely things that I am picking up, and I will definitely do different next time. It's like, if you'd have asked me to do metal this time last year, I would have been worried, and it's only because of a horse portrait that I was, well, I've still not finished, but you get the idea there. But, you know, something like that, I tried the metal and it worked, and that's probably given me the confidence to do it here, especially with the wheels. And it's definitely things that I'm going to take forward and do different next time, and that's right from the very beginning, you know, just down to the picture. Because I suggested, I actually showed Stephen which way and asked him which way he wanted the photo, and it was only when I stuffed up and realised that, oh bugger, this is tracing paper, but he'd already agreed to this way, that I went, you know what, I'm just going to have to commit to it. And that's where the indents actually came from. And obviously I've already learned, next time I'm just going to have to make sure that I check the way before I even get my reference image, because this is bigger. It was actually someone off eBay, bless them, that printed it for me, so I could do it, you know. It's, I better put this on charge so it doesn't die on me. But yeah, from start to even now, there's still things I'm going to do a bit differently. And obviously this bit here, especially minus a few lines, I am relying on my own skill and interpretation entirely. And this ballast I didn't get in, and so it's going to be completely my own. I think it's where it could go very wrong. Steam trains are very hard to draw and get it right, especially wolves. Yeah, and again, I think I was so worried at the start that I did just stick to the picture, and unfortunately and I've realised, you know, when I've said things like, oh, a lot artists has got lazy, well, not necessarily. If they're not into the trains for details, people that are watching it tonight are, it's, you know, they're not gonna worry about that, are they? It's, yeah, I've still not found a perfect way to get rid of these indents. If the client is happy, yeah, exactly. And you know, I think myself, I put too much pressure on, and I'm very lucky that they're extremely supportive. You know, Stephen is, you know, he's a great guy on my lives, isn't he, when he's in, but you know, never once did he said, I'm not happy with this, you're a disappointment. He's tested me, and that's not a bad thing sometimes. Like I said, I don't think I would have ever done something like this. When your rivet counter would have an issue. Yeah, I get that, Bri. But there are things that annoy me myself being a modeler now, but I'm trying to say there's not a lot I can do to change it. Yeah, it's just learn for next time. I do like this hide a squirrel. If I knew I could draw a squirrel. Don't. That's not another challenge I'm setting myself right now. I could put him on my wall, but whether I get him at the right scale as such is the next question. I think this is looking like convincing malice, guys. I'm not that sure. Thank you. I was worried that it just looks a bit, I don't know, but again it's thicker in other parts than others. I might have gone a little bit far down, but Hey Flomo buddy, not a problem darling. Just because you're a mod doesn't mean you have to be on every single one. Or also acting as a mod on every single one. You do know that, mister. But it is appreciated you saying hello. I'm not talkative today anyway. Some line here and I have no idea why. No, I'm glad I'm not. Ugh, I can't get my words out. I hope you start feeling better though, buddy, because it's cold weather and then feeling rubbish on top is really not the nicest of mixes, is it? So I do hope it starts to clear for you, buddy. Yeah, so that's why I'm not too worried about the details. I'm only trying to do it very lightly. Because I'm thinking like, even like a photo, it would be the focus on the train, and I don't want to take away from that either. So I am trying, whether or not that does work. We shall find out as we go on, but the other thing I've had to sort out is this shadow here. Obviously it was nothing like it suggested, but my issue is she does go down a bit, and it's finding that right place where she would, unless I've just found it, unless I've just done it. I might have. I've got those cotton sticks with paddle-like ends for stirring, I suppose, Richard. Huh? Oh, I missed something. Oh, much did prop your eyes, I'm with you. I think you've captured it. Thank you, Alan, darling. Like I said, though, obviously, part of it is just a trace anyway, so part of the skill, it isn't mine, but although I know the wheels I did have to change, and I don't know. Where's my little one? There. Oh dear, talking about cutting hair. Don't cut mine or you die, is my simple answer. Cutting off on mine the last year was a worse mistake. Well, last year was a worse mistake. It's taken so long to grow back. believe it or not, I think the whites and that might actually be a bit too big. Because again, I kind of forget when I'm doing this, I'm looking at it zoomed in to get the detail. Something like this freehand, I've got to be careful that I'm not making too... You're bringing it to life. Thank you, Richard, darling. I am trying.
How's it going?
Trying to get this bit done for it to blend in a bit better. Get this ballast looking a bit more ballasty.
Oh, that's cool. Harder to lay than the ballast on the tractor.
I said I need my tweezers.
No.
Hmm?
I can't say, can I?
Well, I have said my hands might be giving it away a bit. I've been doing. Just tease them a bit.
Can they not have a better view? Just ballasting. It's stunning, isn't it?
Now I can hear you whispering.
I'm just making sure.
I'm making sure I can hear you.
No, you, yeah. I can't give the game away about that, can
No,
I?
no, no.
Was he on camera, isn't it?
Yeah, I am. It's pointing towards a picture, mum. Use a purple pencil, Grace. Well, I've got a purple pencil case.
Yeah, 90% of the records are now indoors. Oh, no, as long as he's happy.
I know how colder it is.
Oh, they're not the best.
It's not that warm, is it? So.
No, I'll take him in then. You're not reading the comments. There you are.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is there a secret? Well, Rob is taking a look on my handiwork. My hand might give away. I have been doing something today, but
You have to wait till Saturday.
yeah, I was gonna. He can't. He's trying. He's just showed Mam, but he's obviously said to her, "You can't really say anything to give it away."
So what's on this?
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's not the computer.
That's on there.
I'll have to come in soon as
Yeah,
well.
take him up for you.
Yeah, well, then a minute. Don't walk yet.
That's up on
surprise you?
Yes, we've just had a growl.
I did half wonder.
She finishes.
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Let me shut the door, Grace.
Okay. Or do you want to stick it for a minute while I put to the toilet?
Yeah,
That
go
would
for it.
be lace then. I'll leave you in Rob's capable hands for a minute, guys.
No, I won't be drawing.
Oh.
Oh.
No, he's stopping there for a minute.
Oh. So how's everyone keeping? Come on. Put the thing over. It's freezing in here. Whisper, whisper. Yeah, well, like I said, Richard, you can't find out till Saturday. But yeah, Grace has been working on some today and it looks amazing. But that's just me being biased, I suppose. But yeah, no, to be fair, I do like this ballast. You alright, Paul? Keeping well, buddy? Actually, where's the mousey? If I turn that that way. Knocking on to me just for a second. And to Morgan, obviously. Oh, I've lost the chair. There we go. Hey Adam, cold up by you as well? I gathered that from your comment earlier. It's down to 2 degrees here at the moment, and the snow got within sort of, I think it's about 20 miles. You got any snow up by you at the moment, mate?
15 it says on it.
Outside.
Oh.
It's Morgan, the star of the show. The tired little boy who's just growled at me because I picked him up, so he's coming in. Così nanny. Yeah, this I don't know about you, Adam, but this snow literally came out of nowhere. That's a fair point, actually. Where are we? Let's have a look. See what the local weather stations are reading. Oh, do you want to let Grace in? Let's have a look. No. Oh, go away with your cookies. Wrong sort of cookies.
Come on. Alright, isn't it?
It will work in a second.
I thought I've not done the usual hot water bottle trick, have I?
Yeah.
Can you just pass me
No. What? Pass you what?
You.
Camera.
Yeah, it's not on me, is
Yes,
it?
yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Let's have a look here on the map. Cheshire was hit early last night. Yeah, I was watching the A55 cameras overnight, and from junction 35, Dobbs Hill, right down to, I think it's going to be junction 13 at Llanelachan, we had snow all over. Poor Richard saying hi, ma'am. My one says Paul. 6.6 and drizzle. That's not too bad. -3 and dropping. It was lower through the night. No snow this end yet, but that can change past drop.
Is that fly no by any chance?
Of course it is. So if I look on the A55 camera,
I've been keeping an eye.
no, it's no,
And
it's
you've been
not.
showing.
No, it's not.
No.
God no.
And you've been showing rural area.
So it's clear down here.
No, no.
Yeah, still.
There's snow there.
Where's that?
There's snow there. That's Abigail.
There wasn't Abigail, but is that just wet actually? Because
No, you can see. No, you can see the snow on the side.
So it's bad on here, is it?
There's snow there.
Oh yeah, it's been.
No,
Oh,
that's white. You can see the snow on the side of your carriageway there.
But you can see it on the grass melting a bit.
Yeah.
Which means instead tomorrow it's going to be icy.
I reckon I've got any of them, but
I could have actually looked at something there.
was he 7:30? 7:30 for the man for the weekend. What is he? That's another one, huh?
No, that's not working.
Go for a breakie. No, they don't open till 9, do they?
Yeah, looking at the almanac and that, it is, the temperature is actually a lot, it's 4 degrees lower than normal.
The average of the year, yeah, below average.
No snow yet, but it is forecast as Paul Richard. Rob, the snow did not put me off filming a steam train trade this morning though. Yeah, we're just not getting them anymore on the island. What, COVID put pay to that, and they've just not bothered returning. But anyway, I shall leave you in Grace's capable hands and switch you back to the train. So you guys take it easy. I'm taking Morgan inside. Oh. No, Morgan. You're not getting wound up this time of night.
Oh, I did have agreement, sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Should we put the lens cap back on?
Yeah. It's getting a bit too cold to leave it inside.
There we go, guys. Let's carry on, because hopefully if I can get down here we can actually get some of this brick wall done as well. I'm hoping to try and maybe get this one side done tonight. And I need to HB very basically up here at the top, which you guys can't see. It's not really in a show for you guys, because I think at least when I take a picture for Mr. Stephen, because I always update my progress, we shall have a bit of sky and it'll look a bit more rounded than the corner missing, because I have neglected this corner, so it does look a bit weird. You've kind of got this done and not the other, so maybe I should have done this first. At least this bit is a quick bit because it's only sky. Oh, they've gone now. Well, I'm going to say goodnight. Hit that like button. Thank you, Paul. I think this is definitely a lot slower growing than RGJ. But I think possibly part of it is because it is a niche. You know, trains itself, let alone let alone a drawing of a train. So I definitely think I've pushed the algorithm boundaries in a way. white pencil because I've got the 4Bs out. Don't want to do that in the sky. Yeah, like I said, next week will definitely be on Monday drawing. Probably about 3 something. Yeah, probably about 3 or half 3 maybe on Wednesday morning. Which means my usual Tuesday drawing. We don't know if it's a permanent thing though, because the shifts are changing a bit at the moment, so. Definitely next week will be Monday drawing. Darker here because this is stuff out in the sky, so still on HB at this point. So. Obviously still very light here. Because we really don't want to blend in with that train. And Chris, very good evening, darlings. I'm sorry you guys can't really see this bit at the moment. Unfortunately, this is just the very light area of the sky. but I thought there's no point now, seeing as I am going across, to not do this bit, otherwise it's just going to look a bit odd whenever I post like an update of it. So I thought I'd better crack on and actually get this bit of the sky done. Hope you're keeping okay though, Chris. The live will be next Monday though, Chris, just so you know, darling. Yeah, it's just a space of white, basically, thanks to the light. I'm really trying to think what time I need to go to bed on next Tuesday, actually. Which I appreciate you guys probably can't see that well because of the dang it light. So we have got a basic cover in there now. But obviously the camera does not show it that well. Picture's come a long while. Thank you, Chris. What time on Monday, Grace, will probably be late in? Probably about the same time, if not a little bit earlier, because obviously the Tuesday we're still off. So I could even end up going on later. But there's no chance I can do it on a Tuesday now, because like I said, I think we're going to have to get up maybe around 3 AM. Around then. No, what I'm like anyway, that's when the alarm will go off. Grace, 3 texts, 2 sex, Rob. So yeah, like I said, if we can get down here, we actually get to the wall. So yeah, let's try and crack on with this. Far away from the wall. And obviously I'm not going to go straight to 2. The light wasn't that bad before. There we go, that's a bit better. Let's lift it up. I was awful the other day. I think it was on 11 when I actually finished and went up to bed. Sorry, I had to do something. Have I mismatched? Sounds like live music, yeah. So I have actually tried to do the top corner bride just so it actually like blends into one now. And then I'm trying to get this side at least done basically, even if I need more gradients. So we should start seeing a wall coming up soon. And I'm actually keeping some more texture in this to try and get that grass like. There's never something I've actually done before, so. should I, wouldn't this? Flying Scotland was such a thing. Because if I can at least get this bit, I'll be happy if I can get like this bit done. It would be nice. I do think I need to do it more compact, like up here. Free black cat lights and presets, HST. We've not actually done any lighting, but I think that's a way off from doing things like that, I think. I scrounged another 5 8 vintage stitches up my bra, and 2 white and 1. You managed to get them all, you do, Chris. You lucky duck. up. This is the only thing I struggle with a bit. It's when we start getting lower down the page. Grace, don't shit at me, but what time are you calling it tonight? I'm not sure. I really want to try and at least get this brick wall started. I'm going to go on for a little bit longer at least. Just changing it and see if that will help me with the drawing. And I shall reposition this for you guys. I need to get my little table out. I'll tell you what, Rob made me this, what, last year? And it's been, has so many uses to it. Considering it's a little 3D printed thing, that's all it is. It's so useful to me. Right, going to grab a tea and supper, we'll be listening. No worries, buddy. still feel from my tea. What did you have, Bri? And Mark, very good evening. Because I keep looking at something I meant I sent to Chris and forget about them. Got a few little locos to fund for rebuild. Nice one, Bright. Curry. Oh, okay. Spade bowl tonight. For us. can hardly hear Grace. Don't know if it's a problem on my end or not. I am a bit quieter tonight, Mark. That might partly be it, but I haven't had anyone else say there's any issues, so I don't know if it's possibly your end, buddy. Why not give it a reset, Mark, just in case it's something your end, bud? Grace, I did hear that a bit better. Also, when I get concentrating, I think we all know by now, I kind of do zone out a little as well. I might need to go to smaller sections with this grass, you know. posh, Mark. Oh, yeah, I'm with you. Okay, not happy with those big massive chunks. Rebecca and jam crackers and laptops or phones do not go together. I gathered. I'll be right back, says Chris. Sarah is still up and down. She's able to move around a bit more now. Still on crutches though. She has an appointment for Fracture Clinic tomorrow, so hopefully things can get going for her. Fingers crossed, Mark. All crossed for you, darling. Yeah, she does, doesn't she? Thank you, Chris, darling. I'm trying. I think I need to add a bit more darkness in certain areas though. But that's something to go back to, I think. I need to get kind of a whole picture in, if that makes sense. But I think most of this will be by trials and tribulations, considering I've can't, in a way, find the indent, which isn't a bad thing. Hold on just a sec, guys. I've just got to get a bit more comfy with this. This isn't right. Something's bothering me. I just need to move this a little touch, I think. Ooh, where did that go? Yep, now I'm destroying everything. So thought I'd put you back to actually where we were. Now this is the trace I initially did. As you can see, there's been so much more detail added in comparing it now. It gave me, this is what I mean when I say about rough lines. If I actually put it down, it did give me my rough lines at the time. That's obviously, no, it would have been about here actually, yeah. So I've expanded on it to match the picture. And that's about it. So that to that. It's quite a big difference when I look at it like that. I'm just very interested where those have gone. Ah. Ooh, that's only one. That's interesting. It won't be on the back of the picture. Why have I only got one here? Oh dear. So one's flown there, and where's the other gone? Interesting. Somewhere around here will be a magnet that maybe will not appear because it's obviously gone somewhere, but at this point, no idea where. I might have to get some more little mini magnets, I think. You could just overwarm the foreground quite roughly to simulate depth of field. So yeah, I'm starting with it now. This was what I was saying. Now I don't want to go totally against it because I'm still learning. I don't want to ruin it, but I could do it and see how it turns out. Just eating a chocky deck. What I've done so you guys can't see the ball now. There we go. But I do think on this, guys, I am gonna have to call it a night. Obviously we do have work tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to kind of call it there, I think. Otherwise Rob has to put up with me tomorrow. Well, he has to put up with me anyway actually, but you guys know what I mean. I'm not good when I'm tired, and sometimes I don't sleep at the best as well anyway. It's called, it's Brian Grace Bullison without purple tweezers. I know, how awful of me, eh? It's criminal of me, I think, not to have used the purple tweezers, don't you think? So I did want to get some of this wall done tonight, but let's see, I think we've still got a lot achieved. You know, there is still a lot to go. And the background I didn't think would take as long is actually taking as long. But that's how it goes sometimes, I suppose. I just want to try and lighten this so at least you can see the difference. Because also the iPad's about to die, even though it's been on charge. The iPad is deciding that it's coming to the end of its life as well. So I definitely do think that's a call to bid you all good night. So I'm just going to do that very roughly, so you can see kind of where the idea is to go with this. But obviously, as you can see, I didn't actually leave myself. Yeah, I didn't exactly. Do much of a drawing of a wall at all. I must have been stupid at the time, but hey ho. That is what the next challenge is, I suppose. Yeah, that's the idea with the wall anyway. I've obviously got our lighter parts there for the tops, but we'll have to see how that progresses. I'm gonna try next week to try and actually get the videos on before the lives comes on, so you can actually see the progress, but whether that will happen is another thing. I can see your fans. So yeah, that's a very rough idea. Obviously there's still lots more to come in the way of that, and I'll probably crack on with that this week. So yeah, that's where I'm going to be at with that. But the harder thing as well is obviously this is A3 compared to looking on my screen as well, so it can be hard to actually get things right. So why I've just sorted that out is I was looking back at the reference, and I use like the rails as a reference as well. But guys, I do need to stop this because it's getting too late. But that is hopefully a rough idea. This is the only problem when I get into it, and this is definitely why I can't do next Tuesday. So I want to thank you all as always, and I want to wish you all a good night. Oh, look at that family magnet. So night everyone, and see you on the next one.